Blitz.
Hello everyone, this is Mike with Bet Blitz. Welcome back to your source for daily sports picks. Today's a new day and we're looking to set you up with a few of some of the best picks on both PrizePicks as well as Underdog. If you're new to the channel, take a moment to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you can have early access to our picks as soon as we post and before the lines get bumped. Also, if you like our picks at the end of this video, let us know down in the comment section which of these picks you will be taking as well as the ones you won't. And if you want even more picks, check out the link in the description below to join Elite Picks, a daily fantasy sports Discord. They have a really great, large community there of experienced sports bettors and a lot of great picks for you to tail across many of the different sports leagues. And right now, when you use code BLITZ, that's code BLITZ, you can get 20% off your first month. All right, let's get right into the best picks for today. For our first pick, we'll actually be headed over to the assist tab. Again, this is under the WNBA section, and we'll be taking Caitlin Clark for more than 10.5 assists. Taking a quick look here on Outlier, and by the way, if you'd like to try Outlier for yourself, use our link in the description below for a free 7-day trial. We see that Caitlin Clark has actually exceeded this line in 7 of her last 10 games. Additionally, head-to-head versus the Phoenix Mercury, Caitlin Clark has exceeded this line in both of the games that she's played against them. Now, Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever will be facing off against a Phoenix Mercury defense that this season has not been very good. In fact, they're ranked 11th in assists allowed to their opponents overall. Again, if you're new to the WNBA, there are only 12 teams, so this is very low, and they are giving up an average of nearly 22 assists per game. Additionally, against opponent guards, the Phoenix Mercury are ranked 11th, giving up an average of 14 assists per game to the positions. So overall, Caitlin Clark should have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. In fact, Clark has exceeded this line in 6 of her last 7 games. Now, taking a quick look here at her minutes, you see that Caitlin Clark is getting plenty of minutes. During her last 10 games, she's averaging just under 40 minutes per game. And we see here in her last game, she did actually reach that 40-minute mark, and she has reached it plenty of times this season, so she should also have plenty of opportunity and time to reach this line as well. Now, taking a closer look here at her playmaking on the regular season, we see that Caitlin Clark has been an exceptional playmaker. In fact, this one game, 40 minutes, she was just under 20 assists in the game, but she for the most has had plenty of double-digit assist games, and we expect that to continue on into this game as well. So for all these reasons, again, we'll be taking Caitlin Clark for more than 10.5 assists. For our next pick, we'll actually be in the WNBA first half section under the PRA tab, and this time we'll be selecting Ryan Howard for less than 12.5 first half PRA. Taking a quick look here on Outlier, we see that Ryan Howard has actually failed to exceed this line in 8 of her last 10 first halves. Additionally, in her last 3 matchups versus the Seattle Storm, Ryan Howard has failed to exceed this line in 2 of her last 3 matchups. Now, Ryan Howard and the Atlanta Dream will be facing off against the Seattle Storm defense that this season has been very good defensively for the most part, especially when it comes to defending against opponents' points and assists. They are ranked top 5 in both of those categories. They are on the lower end when it comes to defending against rebounding, but overall, they are a solid defensive team. And here are the Storm's defensive numbers versus the guard position defending their PRA, for those of you who want to see that as well. Taking a quick look here at our minutes, we see that Ryan Howard is getting minutes right around the range we'd like to see it to take her under in her last 10 games, just shy of 15 minutes in the half. And we expect her to stay right around this range again into this game and fall under her line. In fact, in 8 of her last 10 games, she has fallen below this line in the first half. Taking a closer look here at her stats for the entire game, we see that she hasn't really had crazy outbursts for the most part, staying in the single digits across all the PRA stats, a few games going into the double digits in the points category. But overall, we're not expecting a huge blowout performance from her, especially from a solid defense in the Seattle Storm. And again, we expect her to fall below this line. So for all these reasons, again, we'll be taking Ryan Howard for less than 12.5 first half PRA. Now, for those of you who are wisely making picks with Underdog Fantasy as well, we want to share a couple of plays that we thought had a great chance of hitting. And that's Tara McCowan for higher than 0.5 double-doubles, as well as Natasha Howard for higher than 0.5 double doubles. And if you like making picks on things like double doubles as well as triple doubles, check out Underdog Fantasy, because right now when you use code BetBlitz, you'll receive a free pick as well as up to $250 in bonus cash. And right now, with the start of the NFL season coming around the corner, they are giving a lot of free plays. So be on the lookout. We are going to be dropping a few free plays that you can use as well. Now, for our third pick, we'll actually be staying in the WNBA first half section under the PRA tab as well. And this time we'll be taking Tierra McCowan for more than 10 first half PRA. Now, taking a quick look here on Outlier, we see that Tierra McCowan has actually exceeded this line in 7 of her last 10 first halves. Additionally, McCowan has exceeded this line in 60% of her last 20 first halves. And head-to-head versus the Connecticut Sun, Tierra McCowan has actually exceeded this line in 5 of her last 5 matchups. Now, Tierra McCowan and the Dallas Wings will be facing off a Connecticut Sun defense that has been phenomenal this season. They are ranked as one of the best, if not the best, defensive teams in the WNBA right now, ranking top 2 defensively guarding opponent PRAs. However, when it comes to defending against opponent centers, the Connecticut Sun is not as good defensively. In fact, they are one of the worst teams defensively against defending centers, giving up an average of 16 points, 10.5 rebounds, as well as just so shy of 3.5 assists per game. So Tierra McCowan should have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. In fact, coming into this game, Tierra McCowan has actually exceeded this line in 6 of her last 7 games at home. Now, taking a quick look here at her first half minutes, we see that McCowan is playing slightly lower than we'd like to see it to take her over on this. However, she still is getting a solid dose of minutes over her last 10 games, averaging a solid 13 minutes in the first half. And bear in mind that in one of her games, she did have an unusually low amount of minutes here, totaling just 4 minutes in the half. Taking a closer look here at Tierra McCowan's stats, overall, we see that she has been a fairly decent scorer as well as rebounder for the Dallas Wings. Not too much of a playmaker. However, we do feel both her scoring as well as rebounding should be enough to reach this line. And we expect her continued solid play to continue on into this game as well. So for all these reasons, again, we'll be taking Tierra McCowan for more than 10 first half PRA. All right, these are our picks for today. And after we finish reviewing, let us know down in the comment section which of these picks you will be taking, as well as the ones you won't, or any other lines that you think have a great chance of hitting. So for our first pick, we took Caitlin Clark for more than 10.5 assists. We took Ryan Howard for less than 12.5 first half PRA. And finally, we took Tierra McCowan for more than 10 first half PRA. Now, if you like these picks and you want access to even more picks, again, click the link in our description below to join the Elite Picks DFS Discord. And again, you can use code BLITZ for 20% off your order. If you're new to the channel, take a moment to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you can have early access to our picks as soon as we post and before the lines get bumped. Also, take a moment to leave a like on this video. Again, if we do get above 125 likes, we will be dropping a bonus pick in our next video. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.